What's up, guys? It's Liberty Dog. I want to do a little review of this propaganda piece put out by MSNBC against the militias, so we can try to get some facts straight here. But before I do that, I'd like to thank MOXNEWS. If you guys don't know MOXNEWS, right there's the name. Go check them out. I'll put a link down below to the video. If the link isn't there, you can always just go to my homepage and see this video. But thanks MOXNEWS for putting us up. They do a lot of excellent work over there. If you don't know, go check them out. So let's get to the review.
And these terror alerts are also having a big impact here at home in a surprising way. Homegrown militias. These groups grow their membership partly on the fear of increased...
Oh, grow their membership on the fear. You mean the same way you guys suckered America into letting you do the Patriot Act, right? That kind of fear? Is that the kind of fear you're talking about?
In the United States. Well, Time magazine has launched a 6-month investigation revealing the inside world of how these militias operate and who these self-funded Minutemen really are. Barton Gelman is...
Self-funded, so this is costing us money, unlike you idiots making money off spreading lies. Okay, thank you.
The contributing editor for Time and led this...
Hello, Bart boy. Good little propaganda bitch.
Joining us. First of all, let's talk about what are the core issues that these militias form around?
You have several streams. Some of them are self-described patriots who believe that they're the heirs to the founders, that Washington, the government in Washington, is actually heir to King George. And so they need to resist overweening federal government. Some of them believe that the government is on the brink of declaring martial law or seizing all privately owned guns or rounding up dissidents into concentration camps. There are also, yeah.
I want to read from part of your piece. You write this quote.
Oh, wait, hold on. Concentration camps, like maybe the ones in HR 645, like those kind of concentration camps, maybe? Oh, I'm sorry. Those are FEMA emergency centers. My bad.
Radio for bloodshed that at any time since at least the confrontations in the 1990s in Ruby Ridge, Idaho, and Waco, Texas, the radical right has...
Oh, like Ruby Ridge, where they went and shot an unarmed woman. Or Waco, where they burnt women and children alive. Like those kind of confrontations? Huh.
Raise the threat level against the president and other government targets. With violence already up on a modest scale, FBI...
Whoa. What violence is up on a modest scale? What the hell is this woman talking about? There's been no violence from any militias. What is she talking about?
Security and state agencies point to two main dangers of a mass casualty attack: that a group of these armed radicals will strike out in perceived self-defense, or that a lone wolf, trained and indoctrinated for war, will grow tired of waiting. Barton, how much of this is this increase in these groups a result of President Barack Obama?
Well, federal investigators and academic experts think it's...
Okay, this is the same line that the Southern Perversion Lie Center uses. Law enforcement and academic dickheads, Well, how about you guys start naming some of these people so we can question them, instead of just coming up with this fictitious horse shit. You know, let's get some names here. What federal law enforcement whatevers? What academic whatevers? Why don't you come with some names, man, instead of these vague-ass labels?
Substantial amount is based on Obama. There's also the perfect storm of Obama's arrival during complete economic and financial meltdown. Both factors matter a lot, but you have in one president a man whose race, whose foreign-sounding name, whose Muslim-born father combined unite three different streams of traditional animus among the bigoted side of these groups.
So how are you able to gain access?
People generally are prepared to talk about themselves if you're prepared to listen.
Yeah, well, why don't you listen to me? Because I'm prepared to tell you some shit about how you're a dumbass and you're lying right here.
Out and spent some time among militias, including at a field training exercise at militia in eastern Ohio. And
Oh, so why aren't you showing the footage from your trip to eastern Ohio there instead of showing the Hutari? Huh? Why don't you show that shit there, dipstick?
surprising thing, and frankly the scary thing, is that they are conducting exercises in which they train in platoon-sized elements with assault rifles and other weapons to fight a force that looks a lot like a federal tactical team.
Okay, now, most of the militias that I have trained with are smart enough to know that if you try going up against the federal government, you're basically signing your death warrant. And the majority of militias out there are training to go up against gangs like MS-13, which these little pussies right here never have the balls to talk about. And MS-13 kills far more people every year than any militia. So how come you little cowards aren't talking about them?
Which itself is operating in uniform, has modern military weapons, encrypted communications, vehicle support. That's the profile of the opposition force that they create, expecting the possibility of combat with federal troops.
Yeah, I mean, you point out this...
Again, name which militia is planning to fight federal troops. Most of the militias want the federal troops on our side, okay? So, again, you're just running your little gibbers.
This is not sort of a group of ragtag sort of soldiers.
You got that right.
Training. We have seen individuals already act out like James Von Brunn, who of course...
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, shut up, bitch. What militia was James Von Braun a part of? Can you tell me that?
Last year, pulled up to the U.S. Holocaust Museum and shot a security guard dead there. We shot him in the chest there, and now James Von Brunn is dead, died in prison. This
rotten hell,
actor,
Nazi asshat.
How worried are Department of Homeland Security officials about a larger militia group acting as a unit and doing something?
Well, they worry mainly about two things. When you talk...
Some militia members embrace white supremacy ideology. Well, come on. Come with some names. What militias? How come you guys are using this vague-ass bullshit and you can't name any militias by name that believe in this stuff?
About a group acting as a unit, almost all of these groups conceive themselves as operating in self-defense. They're waiting for a provocation from the federal government.
Thank you. Waiting. We are waiting. Key word there being waiting. So all the rest of your little fear propaganda at the beginning of this video is just discredited by you saying we are waiting. Thank you.
But the problem with people who wait and train is that they're liable to misperceive an ambiguous event. It could be
Oh, right. Liable, like all the other horse shit that you said in the beginning of the video, right? Yeah.
Coming to one of their homes because they actually do have illegal weapons, and they're investigating a report. And suddenly you have them lashing out.
These are Michigan militia guys, SMVM.
That's a big problem. The other one is that someone from within that group gets tired of waiting. Someone in that group is...
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, you see right here how they did the nice little piece of switching from the Michigan militia training, which them guys are not racist at all, I've met them in person, to the Nazi asshats, National Socialist Movement. I mean, shouldn't Doc or someone be up here? I mean, this don't have nothing to do with the militias.
By the rhetoric, hyped up by the training, and says, you guys are a bunch of keyboard commanders.
Oh, white priders. This isn't a militia. Oh, look, they got a guy with a boonie hat. Okay, maybe that's what makes them militia. Maybe they're forgetting about the fact you can't be a militia unless you are strictly constitutional.
One of their expressions is, you just want to meet, eat, and retreat. I'm going to go do something.
Barton, I want to read from another part of your piece where you write this. None of these movements are entirely new, but most were in sharp decline by the late 1990s. Their resurgence now is widely seen among government and academic experts as a...
Okay, again, who are these government and academic experts? That's the same line that the Southern Perversion Lie Center uses, yet we never know who these experts are. I mean, who is it? Come on, come with some names.
Reaction to the tectonic shifts in American politics that allowed a black man...
half black man, he's also half white. You always seem to forget that.
Pointed that out, but this is one of the reasons, right, that Barack Obama was granted Secret Service protection before.
Oh,
any
yes,
other
poor Barry.
candidate, right?
Poor
That's
Barry.
right. He got protection in
Oh,
May
yes.
of 2007, which is
Spread the
long
propaganda.
before the candidate has-
Poor Barry.
And indeed at a time
We
when
feel for you,
he
Barry.
was
You've
just
got it
having
so
very
bad.
little getting the
Poor
nomination.
Barry, oh.
The Secret
Oh,
Service was
play my
given
violin for
significant
Barry.
threats to his life.
There he is.
And the White House
Doesn't he just look abused? Poor Barry.
to accept Secret
Our
Service
first
protection,
Kenyan
and
president.
Obama was reluctant because he didn't want to run as the black candidate. He didn't want to run as
Yeah.
the threatened
Yeah.
candidate. He
That's why he
wanted to
slammed the cop that was arresting his buddy, right?
Interesting, Barton. I have to
Huh.
ask you. I know because you're the author of Angler, the Cheney vice presidency, about Dick Cheney.
Okay, so as you guys can see there, it's just a bunch of lies and bullshit. I mean, they put the KKK film right up next to the militia film, right after the Michigan militia film, who, like I said, those are guys I've met in person who are not racist at all. And it's just, this is just a ridiculous bunch of BS. So I wanted to specifically point out the facts here, and maybe this dickweed from Time Magazine or someone else will see this video and try to clarify some of this, who their mysterious experts are that they can never name. And that's all I got for now. May the Republic stand strong. God bless.